Marvel just dropped the full trailer for this year's upcoming feature, Black Widow, in the middle of the night. By morning, the internet was going nuts over the footage. Fans have been begging for a solo featuring Natasha Romanoff since 2010's Iron Man, and they actually delivered. In today's episode, we're going to break down the action in the trailer and discuss what this means for our favorite assassin. The trailer opens with an aerial view of Budapest before quickly switching to Johansson, who plays Natasha Romanoff. Staring at herself in the mirror, pale, with little makeup, we hear her say, "I used to have nothing," which you might remember from Endgame. The flashback takes us through several of her big MCU moments. Natasha entering S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters and spending time with Hawkeye, meeting Nick Fury. Talking about Hawkeye, didn't they first meet in Budapest? She then continues, "Then I found this job, this family, but nothing lasts forever." It's clear through this scene that the new movie takes place after the events of Civil War, but don't expect Romanoff to be brought back to life. This movie has long been rumored to be a prequel. As you know, Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, the Secretary of State, disbanded the Avengers. While Romanoff signed the accord, she eventually turned on him and went on the run. The next shot features Romanoff making her way through a busy European train station. A conversation plays over the image of trucks racing down a dirt road. "I heard you had to leave in a hurry." The voice is eerily similar to the Secretary of State. A bit unusual, given the fact that Natasha is a fugitive at this point. Is it an unintroduced character, or did Ross amp up his effort to hunt her down, leading to a face-off? Since the film takes place between the events of Civil War and Infinity War, we can hope to watch the fist fly between these two. Romanoff's voiceover continues. It's never easy these days. Clearly, Natasha is still running. After watching her sort through several fake ID cards, Romanoff's monologue continues. "I've lived a lot of lives, but I'm done running from my past." The scene puts us in an apartment building where again we see the mirror theme when we meet Yelena Belova, played by Florence Pugh. Both Romanoff and Belova are evenly matched, so the fight results in a shot of vodka and Romanoff calling Belova sis. If you've watched our previous Black Widow episodes, you're already aware that Romanoff has a soft spot in her heart for Yelena. Remember, they were both trained in the Red Room. From what we can gather, Romanoff is returning home to deal with some unfinished business. Natasha then reappears in a new suit against the backdrop of what looks like a crashed Quinjet. Was she driving, or did she somehow take it down? The action begins to ramp up with Belova and Romanoff running across a snowy roof, indicating that this isn't just an overnight adventure. It then flashes between a shot of three women clinging to a falling column. Safe to assume, the third is Melina Vostokov, played by Rachel Weisz. As the voiceover tells us, Romanoff needs to go back to where it started. We see her inside what looks like a secret lab with several television screens. Taking an insane backflip from a moving helicopter, Natasha introduces us to another new outfit, this time in white. More action, tons of her jumping out of planes and flying through the air. Last I checked, flight was not one of Romanoff's powers. What is her issue with aircrafts in this movie? It's pretty apparent from the way Yelena says, "Lucky us," that whatever unfinished business they are tackling goes off the rails. The new explosive action shots show an entire room full of Black Widow's training, some sick car maneuvers, and our first glimpse of our villain. In a world of guns and superpowers, who else do we know that uses a bow? Seriously, is Hawkeye in this movie? Signs seem to point to yes. Rachel Weisz's character is not joking when she says it's going to be a hell of a reunion. The next shot introduces us to a pretty large but somehow kind-looking man. At a table is Natasha, Yelena, Melina, and who we know as Alexei Shostakov. It's not quite clear how this family came to be. Shostakov is the Russian version of Captain America, the Red Guardian. I think everyone, including fans, are surprised he can fit into the outfit. It's strange because, in the comics, Shostakov was Natasha's husband. Melena's role in the movie is also different than the comic. In them, Melena is actually a villain named Iron Maiden, and she, well, hates Natasha. Weisz has confirmed that her character will be playing as another Black Widow. A lot can happen to a family. While the trailer includes tons of juicy action and hints, they did a pretty good job at obscuring the plot. We know that Romanoff is going to make up for something terrible she did. It happens in Budapest, where Hawkeye hopefully will show up. finally satisfying our curiosity over their inside jokes. And there will be tons of jumping out of planes. What do you think about the trailer's hints? Comment below and give us your best guess at the plot. Don't forget to click follow and subscribe to keep up with our latest videos.